we'll combine. So we'll see what happens with the B-Day Boys' little boy. We'll see what happens there with them. So tonight we are coming to you, as we said, away from home. We are going to do a quick live tasting for everybody to see how things go. We are going to start with an update, and from there we will tease an announcement. So first we will start with an Untapped update from the fellas here. So I'm going to go first. I am currently at 415 check-ins, but 345 beers since our episode 1 debut where we announced our happenings. The B-Day Boy, he's at 435 check-ins.
437.
Not from when I just checked 2 seconds ago.
Oh, okay.
And 346 beers. So he's ahead of me by 1. And then the critic is at 713 check-ins with 466 different beers.
I get around.
Beginning of the year, we did say 1,000 was the goal for the critic. We're 1 month away from it being June, where it would be 500. But we're also at that 713 number. So if we're looking at 713, we're 75% there. If we're going for 466 to 1,000, we're almost halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a lot of happening going on with that. I did see the critic off camera here quickly begin to open up one of the beers. If we do hear noise, the party is outside as well as it is inside.
Listen, so I've been up here for a week, and just yesterday I was trying to walk back to my hotel room because I checked in with them to this room tonight for us to be together. But there was a group of people. They set up these huge tables outside. They were just playing beer pong in the middle of the party.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
If you hear noise or whatever outside, there's children running around, and there's these old people sitting right here just drinking. So sorry about the noise, but
beer pong is awesome.
You'll be able to hear us.
I'm a competitor when it comes to the pong. I'm very good at it, especially in my younger days.
No,
yeah, go ahead. We can start pouring the first beer for the live review. We'll do that while you light the candle. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm getting a little thirsty.
I'm dehydrated. So the B-Day Boy today is another year around the globe, another full circle around the
Double
sun.
Juices.
That is 365 days.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I can do math.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. You suck. Happy birthday to you. You suck. Happy birthday, dear wild card. Happy birthday to you. Yeah! Alrighty, let's light it up and let's drink it up.
First, we're kicking this one off with the Einstock Icelandic White Ale. So I've had this. Have you had this yet?
I have not.
And I know Caleb hasn't. So I got into Einstock because of a supervisor of mine from a while ago, and he introduced me to it, and I ended up liking it.
Smells good.
So we're going to put this down, give our ratings.
Let's go,
which,
boys.
To be honest, I don't remember what I gave it on Untapped, so I might be wrong on what I'm rating it, but...
That's fine. This is not our first time having Einstock itself as a company. It is, though, the first time having this specific beer and it having be reviewed, especially live. So we will go with the ratings of the boys here first.
So, Caleb, if you want to go first, then Zach, then me.
I'm going to give it a 3. Has a good taste, over average. The white actually gives it a better taste, too, being a white IPA instead of a regular. And just overall great taste.
I'm going to give it a 1.5.
1.5?
1.5. Thought it was relatively on the bitter side, where it wasn't as sweet as fulfilling as I wanted it to be, especially for a different style of ale. I was hoping for it to be a little bit more sweeter and a bit more flavorful, but it was more bitter than my standard.
So I give this a 2.5.
Okay,
I
right
have
down
to-
the middle.
Again, if that's wrong according to what I rated it on Untapped, I'll just fix it. But as of just drinking it now and giving it a rating, I'm going to go with 2.5.
That's not bad.
So this is an Icelandic white ale, and it has orange peel in it. And I actually did
can
pick up
taste
on
it.
the orange taste. There is that peel taste. And fun fact, if you didn't know, if you eat the peel of an orange, it actually has more vitamin C in it than if you just eat the orange. But unrelated, it doesn't taste bad. It's pretty good, and Einstock's pretty solid. And the next one that we have is actually another Einstock that all three of us have had, but it was included in one of the Pick 6 packs that Caleb made. So I'm going to move on to that one if you guys are ready.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I'm good with whatever. I just thought that this was bitter and it didn't hit the right spots for me. As we're pouring the second beer, we are going to tease 2 announcements. We are going to tease something for the end of the podcast, and we're going to tease a little something for the middle. So if you're watching, stay tuned. I'm going to swig this down real quick.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this beer and whatever else goes on.
So this one, we don't really need to rate. We'll just put this one down because I know on the podcast we have put this one down before and rated it. I will say, though, Einstock's Toasted Porter is very good,
It is
and I do
good.
enjoy it.
Now, again, always remember to enjoy your beer responsibly and with the right people and around the right circle, so that way you don't end up in a mistake, in trouble, in the wrong situation. Always have a backup, have a DD, have an Uber, have a Lyft, have a parent, have somebody that is with you and supporting you from day one to always be there. Because at the end of the day, when you are in that sort of situation and position, you have to think about yourself. Because today won't be your last day. But if something goes wrong, you never know.
God always has a plan.
Exactly. Exactly. The party is kicking outside right now.
And then again, so like with of course, Penn State's a party school, but like just this past week, there were like these old dudes that were just partying all night in the hallway until about like 3 a.m. or so. And you would go out in the morning to like walk to breakfast or whatever, go to your vehicle. And there were just bottles of liquor laying on the ground and like old men passed out in random places. This place, we didn't disclose where we're at, right? We
No.
live outside from State College.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention that, not going to get into that. It's a good hotel, don't get me wrong.
It is.
But there's some wild people out
It's
here. So
clean
you just
and all
gotta,
that.
just gotta watch your surroundings.
Yeah, we gotta watch that. We gotta also watch where we are, too, at all times as well. We got each other's backs here.
Oh, always.
We just came from a local bar in where we were. Had some shots with a nice couple that were opening our eyes and opening our world. We well reviewed those near the end. But man, was it a time before we came here to begin the review.
Yeah,
We'll be back.
unnamed, but one of my favorite on the list of my favorite bartenders is a guy that I met this past week. He's great, and he was the one serving us our drinks. But yeah, it was a couple, and they're like, "We're gonna buy you guys around." I'm like, all right. We get this. It was like a lemonade shot or something like that, and then, excuse me, and then we moved on to Kamikaze, which was on our tab, and just chatted up with them for a little bit. But what an experience! People out here are definitely different.
Yeah, so far we've already had the Jägermeister shots.
Oh my goodness! Shout out to Chandra.
Chandra and the Fresh Prince.
Caleb, you good?
The king has taken his crown back.
So
The crown.
Not yet.
The crown.
Not yet.
The crown. The crown.
Not yet.
a friend I met this week actually got me into Jaeger, and we did some
Jaeger's good.
rounds of Jaeger. I had a thought here. So this, because we just put 2 different beers and a dark beer in here, is
Wanna
gonna
wash them
kinda-
out?
No, I don't want to wash them out. I think we should just pass the can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it's right from the source. It's not getting messed with other flavors from other
The
beers.
thing is,
and it
Icelandic
gets
is
the
the same,
most
so.
fair chance.
Yeah.
Okay. That is fine.
Uh,
So
I'm most excited for this, to be honest.
So-
I don't really like that much.
we have tonight for our live tasting. We have 5 beers that we're doing. That is being shared and divided. So Caleb went off to grab a 6-pack just to be divided, and we had a couple beers from them. As we've seen, we've already had 2. My contribution was 3 of the big boys. I wasn't leaving anybody out to dry, literally. So we got that coming. As we're getting ready to open this, we are going to do the middle of the episode announcement. And Caleb, this is for you.
Oh shit.
So,
what is this?
So I've had some time to think and do some research, and we have come across a drinking game where we
this
go
is a
through
drinking game that gets you and your friends hydrated.
So let us know if you want to see us play that on the podcast. We will do that.
So the name of the game is called Buzzed. So I went around thinking of different ideas for what would work, what would make sense for one person, but also to make more memories, to get people to know us, but also for us to better know each other. And on the back of reading this one, there was different challenges and different cards, because it's a card game. And if you haven't done it, or if you have done it, you take a drink. You take a shot. So some of the examples on the back, for instance, it's if you were in a fraternity or sorority, shout out to Penn State, throw what you know and drink.
Throw what you know.
Drink if you've peed since the start of the game. So if you've already been buzzing and you've already gone,
that's me.
You let go, you take a drink.
So, I mean, us all being longtime friends, of course our podcast is mainly about beer and beer venues and all that. But we're not opposed to just having fun and filming things like this. So if you want to see it, let us know. Share the video, like the video, subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. And we'll be able to do more things like this.
I got you, man.
So
I got you.
Dude, I can't wait for tonight.
It came to me because there was a couple things that came through my mind. I was looking at matching you and Chris with the same knife that I got him for his birthday. Mm-hmm. I was also looking at getting you an actual crown.
That would have been awesome.
For you to say that you are the
awesome.
You are the puker.
And pass it around as we go.
But I saw this game and I went, you know what? This might work. As we continue to expand, we will be going through other channels.
Which player can guess the time most accurately, not peeking? The winner gives out a drink.
Well,
6:30.
We'll definitely have to. We'll definitely have to do that.
Oh!
So
we'll have to do a podcast just on this game.
That'll be discussed away from here.
If you guys are ready, I'm ready to hop into these.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are.
This one first.
Yes.
Let's
beer
I've had this before, but I never had it on camera.
Oh, it's a little moist.
So beer number 3 is a Bud Light Orange, which is away from our brand because I'm thinking this might need a lime. We are
Bud Light Lime.
We're the Lime Boys from episode 6, where we did mention Trogs, where we did mention the limes, where we did talk about Bud Light. We also mentioned it in one of our earlier episodes, where we were on the road. That was episode 3, where we were with Kelsey. I know, right? We were with Kelsey. We were getting Bud Light Lime with lime. This is the first of the 3 big tall boys where it is a Bud Light Orange. And I did my research for the 3 tall boys tonight through Untappd, through what either one of us haven't had yet. And it came to my mind at a local Sheetz. I am the Sheetz guy over Wawa, over Rudders, over everything. That's my guy. That's my drink. That's my restaurant. Sheetz is number 1 for me. That's your get to know of the host tonight. So first is the Bud Light Orange.
Hold on. So
go ahead.
In the game, there's an important message. It says the human body is comprised of about 60% water. The average human should drink roughly 8 glasses of water per day. Reports show that while most people are perfectly well, that water is the way to go. Up to 75% of the American population fall short of the 80 daily cups prescribed by the Institute of Medicine. In medical terms, this means that most people in the U.S. are functioning in a chronic state of dehydration. This game was designed to fight the epidemic.
Thank you for reading that. And water is always a big thing to have for beer. It is a
It
responsibility.
dilutes it.
It's also been part of our resolution for the year amongst all three of us to get to 64 ounces and log it. So far today, sadly, I am only at
I'm at
16.
16.9.
Yes, same.
I'm not sure what I'm at.
I'm at 0.
You drink it yet?
Yeah,
I have my rating ready.
so do I.
You guys can go first.
I'll give it a 1.
You're nuts. Please
I've had this
explain.
before, and it's never changed. It's just too much of a weak taste. I get the orange, but the Bud Light is too weak.
4.
Holy hell.
I'm giving Bud Light Orange a 4. Here's why. It's sweet. It's crisp. It's the definition of a orange to me.
I
That-
taste the orange, that's the thing.
Oh no. I know that, but when I'm thinking of an orange drink, I'm thinking of something sweet, not bitter, not tart. This hit that. The beer taste was there. It was fine. And the orange just settled in. 4.
So, I'm going with a 3, even. So this is brewed with real orange peels, and it tastes good, and there is the slight hint of like a normal Bud Light. But I do think it was clever to brew with an... I mean, there's probably breweries out there that do this already, but this is the first one I've had, I think, to my knowledge, that they've brewed it with a peel of a fruit, not like the actual fruit itself. And, I mean, it's funny, because as I said earlier, with oranges, you get more vitamin C from the peel itself than from the orange. So, who knows? Maybe this is good for you. Maybe this is a reason to start drinking beer if you don't already drink beer. You can just get your vitamin C all in one can here. But the taste isn't bad. I'm not going to say this is my favorite because I do enjoy a normal Bud Light and just throw in a lime in there. Orange can't beat lime, but this is good. I'll give it a 3 even.
I'm sticking with mine.
Same
So
with mine.
we have just passed the halfway
Excuse me.
mark, so we got 2 beers left. Do we want to pop the Misherick, or do we want to wait till the end?
Wait.
I
till
want to
the
wait
end.
till the end.
We'll wait till the end. We are going to go to beer number 4,
How much is
which
left
will
in the
be
orange?
enough for tomorrow.
Enough for... Yeah.
So beer number 4 is from Goose Island. It is from the Goose Island Beer Company. It's called the Tropical Beer Hug. Now, it might be a little fizzy up at the top, just because I love the glasses. Just because I did just drive here.
I didn't give a close-up of that one, so, I mean, it's just Bud Light Orange.
I did just drive up here. They were in my suitcase ready to go. They were with the laptop. They were with the Penn State. It was ready. So this guy is a tropical beer. It's more of a imperial IPA style.
So I should like it.
So it's definitely a birthday boy beer for sure. I'm expecting a lower rating on myself for this guy because it's an IPA. I always go around the middle of the road at a 2 or 2.5 or lower for an IPA.
Smells good.
I haven't tried it. I just went through and did my research, did my thing, got everything ready before coming up, and made the right investment to me on 3 quick tall boys just to pack up and come up with. So on the can itself, it says a beach vacation for your taste buds. I'm not sure how to feel about that. That makes it sound like it's more of a sweeter paradise. It does also say on the can to enjoy responsibly, and it is from Texas.
Shout out Texas.
It's brewed and packaged in Chicago, Illinois, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Houston, Texas.
Houston.
I'm a big fan of Texas.
Oh
but
yeah. San Antonio,
that's a
shout
separate
out.
episode.
Shout out San Antonio. Was down there for 2 months.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be filming out there.
I hope.
You guys can go first again.
Ugh.
I'll give it a 2.5. It was in the middle of the road. Nothing good, nothing great about it, nothing bad about it. Just a good overall taste.
Yeah?
What are you giving it?
No.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 1. I'm sick of IPAs. They all taste the same. They all copy each other. It's, there's certain ones that have a good flavor to them, and it's something that it's like an acquired taste that I do enjoy. But this is just another copycat in a cool looking can, and I'm sick of it. I will give them this shout out though. They put I can't show you because if I tilt it, it's going to pour all over the place. There's a star cut out into the tap. I thought that was neat. They put thought into their packaging.
I mean, you can break the tap off.
Yeah, well, I'll just leave it. But I appreciate that they put thought into their packaging because, like Zach said, he appreciates the can. You see something that looks cool, you're probably going to buy it. And, well, looks can be deceiving. It's just another damn IPA, and it gets a 1. So
I don't care. Okay. So, my thoughts on this guy here as we get ready for our final beer here on the pod. And if I'm not mistaken, we will have an extra. We got 2 left now. So, my thoughts, sweeter smell coming from the can as the pre-taste. As the smell, you have it over. It's deceiving in the seduction of the can itself and in the smell of the beer. Tasting it, it's as bitter as any traditional IPA. Same rating, a 1.
If bears could drink beer, they wouldn't be drinking this. I guarantee you
They'd
that.
piss.
This is what they get rid of, and their body doesn't want anymore.
That might taste better.
So, yeah.
Beer piss? Bear piss?
Beer piss?
You can that. I'm drinking that any day before I drink another IPA.
I'd rather drink beer piss than bear piss. I'd rather grow a man bun.
Okay, we're nowhere near No Shave November, but I think we should come up with some sort of bet, which we'll discuss off camera.
I can only grow a mustache.
Well, then maybe Zach and I'll be the ones running in it, but we will try to grow man buns to whoever loses that bet.
Oh my!
I just thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud. We'll see. That's to be discussed at a later date, though. And if I, for some reason, lose, I will. Not so proudly, but will drink my IPAs and claim I'm a college student. And
I would love to see that.
Okay.
I would love to see that.
While we're off the rails, I will go on record. I will. I am willing to go a man bun route. I am also willing to go completely shaved.
But
oh shit,
that's not bad though. So my hair right now is long for me. Usually I go all the way down,
almost skinhead,
which isn't bad. But man bun, man bun's degrading. Like you have to be. So here's a man, and then you got your men with man buns off camera somewhere down here.
This is getting
yeah, not a good look.
Oh,
stop. No. No. Absolutely not.
What's gonna be the worst thing is if it's for November, it's gonna go through for Christmas time too. So you're gonna have your Christmas lights out and your man bun just waving in the back. You look like Jason Momoa from
Aquaman.
From Aquaman. So, that's a luck. It's a luck. It works on some. It won't work on all. Next one, I'm very about. I knew this was a Caleb IPA. It's a very B-Day boy wild card. It is the Sierra Nevada Little Thing IPA.
The Little Thing IPA.
Wow.
The hazy Little Thing.
It smells good.
Okay, Little Thing, have it.
Even you don't like it?
It's not the best.
I'm already looking at that reaction saying 0.25. I'm already there.
Again, if some beers if you could leave it unrated, I would. But
I say 0.5. It's not the best. It's really bad.
So already this,
it smells good, but bad.
Strong smell.
0.75. Maybe. It was way too bitter. It was way too down. It's just bitter. I don't get what this whole thing about bitterness is for beer and for IPA specifically.
So here's my thing. 0.25.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
So I do like certain IPAs that actually have that bitter taste. That's a taste that I've acquired. But this, it for some reason mimics like a wheat taste, which, as you guys know, I'm not a fan of. And this is like I'm not really getting that IPA taste. I'm getting a wheaty taste out of it, and it's just not something I care for. Think it's horrible. This is disgusting. 0.25.
Oh, it was very wheat. It was as wheat as it could get. Like, if it was still from before even the brewing process, it's like that, where it's just not what it's meant to be, where it's supposed to go. It just doesn't do it.
So,
yeah.
Take a sip of this, which is an IPA.
Yeah.
And
Still
then,
one.
And then take a sip of this, which is an IPA.
This one's a bit sweeter.
Yeah,
this one has a bit more flavor. It's more what it's expected for it to be. The citrus and whatever is provided in the tropical gives it that off taste from a traditional.
But you see how there's that variance? Like, these are either hit or miss.
Yes.
You can write IPA on a can, but the taste is either here or there or somewhere in the middle, or it's never really consistent. And then somewhere in the middle, there is that taste that I personally do like. But these both are claiming to be an IPA, and they taste completely different. Whereas, I mean, again, I'm a dark beer guy, and most dark beers, they're more of a consistent taste, and that's what I appreciate. That's part of the reason why I like darker beers. But these, I can't get into the whole IPA thing. It's not going to be my my go-to.
But can they be both misses?
Yes.
I think both of these are misses, personally.
I agree.
And that one's worse.
This one's from Chico, California.
That's why.
They also have. Wow.
We agree.
There's also one brewed based in Mills River, North Carolina.
So Texas, I'm ashamed you're making IPAs, but at least you make them better than California. So there's that.
Should I get? Wait, we have one more.
So the wild card did bring out one more for us to have before we hit the town here.
It's called Marlove Artisan Ales. The way I see it, German-inspired lager.
So this has you all over it.
Oh, yeah.
This is this.
Oh, fuzzy.
So I do like the can. It has a "Don't Tread on Me" vibe with the snake.
Yeah. It looks like a.
So hold on, read what this is again.
It's a lager.
It's a lager.
Yeah.
A German lager.
So again, guys, just these are all tall boys. The only ones that we drank completely are these bottles here, and that was split between 3 people. So that's a couple ounces each. Be responsible, drink responsible. Don't go drinking and driving. Don't risk your life. Don't risk anybody else's life. That's not
Ain't bad.
what we aim to do. We tried a couple sips from each of these to rate them for the podcast, and then we're going to go out and have some fun. So just be responsible. It's one of our biggest things. It's always going to be one of our biggest things.
No different.
Is it brewed in Germany specifically, or is it just the German style?
I have no
Oh
clue.
my.
I have thoughts.
Read the back.
So it's German inspired.
Okay.
Named after my late grandfather, these beers attempt to honor his memory. We believe in balance in all things and present these beers as such. We hope you enjoy them as an accent to your experience with your friends and family. Drink while exploring.
Where's it brewed at?
It is brewed in North Haven, Connecticut.
Connecticut. So north.
Right? CT's Connecticut?
Yep.
I've passed by there.
Should I start?
I didn't try it yet.
I've passed by there because I've been through Mass.
So have I.
As we get the final drink in, we are going to tease the final announcement in a few minutes.
You ready?
So stick around for that coming up.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Okay.
It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's not middle of the road. It's a little less. It gives off a weak German vibe.
I don't know how I'm going to go off on this.
So,
If your grandfather was a weak man, that's a weak beer.
Yep.
I'm disappointed. I'd rather have something stronger for a legacy. I'd rather have something The can is more intimidating than the beer
It's
is.
a nice
Listen.
can.
1.5.
no. You, 1.5?
Absolutely.
If I passed away, which I think they passed away.
Yes.
Anyways.
Late grandfather passed away.
If I passed away and one of you guys made something that tasted this terrible, I would come back and slap you harder than Will Smith ever could. So this is getting a 0.25.
Wow!
You have a cool can. Cool can, terrible beer.
Your grandfather
Chocolate
might be very disappointed in you.
Chocolate milk.
What? Break what out?
Like I don't want to.
Do you have more disappointment?
No,
I still
the finale.
I still have
More
things to say about
disappointment?
this.
No, the finale.
I still have things to say about this. So, I don't mean to be that guy. Like I appreciate that you made something after your grandfather, but I mean I just don't care for it. Not for me.
I get the respect. I get the love. I admire that. There's a way to honor somebody, and if you want the world to share it, that's one way to touch everybody. Whether it's by sight, by mouth, by love, by what's kept within you from what is left by them through that legacy. This just ain't done right. This isn't. It's kind of shaming, but at the same time, it's a lager. It might be because of the German opinion. It might be that background. It might just be that style where I don't love it, and that's okay. Like there's an opinion, but for a beer to have every night and something to go to. If that's for your family, I respect it, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It just doesn't for me.
0.25.
The snake, as we mentioned, has the don't tread on me. This is treaded.
This treaded on me.
Oh, jeez.
So, Heisey has broken out the Masherick. Couple weeks ago, we did celebrate the end of the quarter, some accomplishments, some achievements within our own life. We did get some bottle service for the first time in our life.
Are you sure you know how to do this?
I don't know how to do this.
We did get a bottle of Michel Domas Saint Michel Bleu, which is a method Chamboise. So it is a champagne bottle. The 10 a.m. Time for Champagne podcast has now gone into the champagne world.
None of us, unfortunately, have the knowledge to critique this. We just know we liked it and it has feeling good, so.
Yes, absolutely. It was a big accomplishment for us for a first time going through with the champagne, going with the bit of the bubbly that does have us all enjoying it. I believe that this gets corked, that release, and then the bottle comes out.
So you know how to open it, or Caleb
No,
doesn't?
not
I don't.
completely.
I have no idea.
Not completely.
So Caleb's going to figure this out and he's going to open it.
So as we go through this process here, I will make the announcement as we are popping the champagne. So we do now have a website launched and ready to go for everybody to see. Link will be in the description down below. It will also be in the LinkTree itself that will also be tagged down below in the info for the YouTube. So what it basically is a official landing page saying that we are continuing our build. We're continuing our growth.
Watch that so it doesn't pop off
So-
in your face.
The name of the website is the 10 a.m. Time for Champagne website. It's as original as it can get. The link to it is www.10amtimeforchampag.
Time for champagne.
.wixsite.com. I did partner with them. I went through some of the process for that building with them. More updates will be coming through that. There is going to be more announcements as things continue to progress and continue to climb. For
That's tight.
oh,
Merry Christmas.
Give it a
this
can.
done
Give it a
to go
can.
box. Again, that is 10 a.m. time for shampag.wixsite.com. On time for Shampag. CHAMPAG. Shampag. That was what was available with the length of the channel name. That is a quick and appropriate abbreviation. We are getting the pouring done for the Masherick. For the boys here. This is the main... My guy, you don't pour right.
No shit.
I'm good.
Yep.
No, put it down. Put it down. Put it
We
down.
still have to get downtown.
We do.
Just because you want to pass out in a bathtub later doesn't mean I want to.
That's good.
Oh my god, did we already finish the bottle?
Yes.
Oh my lord.
So, it's going to take us a couple minutes to sit here and drink this. So we're not going to just
I'm gonna chug it.
sit here in silence and drink champagne. Is
So,
there anything else you guys want to say before we cut this off?
so this is where I will finish the pod. If you guys have anything else, as that continues up, go ahead.
I do. Thumbnail. Put your cup out.
Cup out.
Yeah, and then you'll be able to clip it to make this the thumbnail.
Let's go.
That works.
This is the champagne. This is the episode 8. We are Penn State episode of the 10 a.m. Time for Champagne podcast.
Double deuces.
I would like to shout out Caleb for the birthday boy. Happy 22nd. I would like to shout out the hotel where we're at. I'd like to shout out the bar. I'd like to shout out the couple that was with us. Everything here so far has already been so humble, so warm, so true blue Pennsylvania, so green. It's been a unreal time already, and it's only getting started. We are hitting the town after this. We are going to do our thing. We're going to celebrate right. I just have all positive vibes, positive experience. We have passed the quarter mark of the year. We are continuing that beer count. Website is up. It is live. 10 a.m. time for shampag.wixsite.com. That is going to be down below. LinkTree will be down below with the Facebook, with the Instagram, with the YouTube channels, all up with the Snapchat. Go ahead and throw the hashtag 10am TFC on your Twitter if you do have that. If you throw it on the Facebook or the Instagram stories, go ahead, message us. We do look at everything. I do want to shout out the near 400 views we've already had so far. A goal for the end of this year is 1,000. I think that's a strong number for 1 year to go through everything. 1 year will be January 16th, 2023. More is coming. More will be announced, and if you listen back to our previous episodes, we have talked about other breweries that we have not even yet reviewed. We got more even coming in the present and in the future. So keep an eye out, keep a lookout. And from me, from the boys here, peace.
Deuces.